I guess, as usual, people will most likely just keep joining in. I see some familiar names, see some new names. Welcome in. So, before I actually start, I'll just wait a few more seconds, just taking a little bit of a general talk. Um, actually, very amazing, very amazing day we had today. So far in German time, like we are UTC +1, we did list on CoinGecko. I think, yeah, it's early in the morning, and yeah, it did lead to a very good run. After all, again, um, we have been just finding one all-time high after the other in the past few days. And as we can see, the community is very, very, very strong. Um, we do not see a lot of sells. There are actually um, not a lot of entry points I would look for as an investor if I wanted to invest into the token, um, which have been created from let's say for example yeah, traders or something like that. Um, yeah, I think a lot of people are watching this token at the moment. Um, so with the CoinGecko listing, you are able to see the price in your MetaMask wallet. Um, let's see. With the CMC listing, the CoinMarketCap listing, of course, we did also apply for the CoinMarketCap listing. CoinGecko did just go through first. Let's see if CoinMarketCap can hit also in a reasonable time. Mm, quite, I have to say that the team is they're quite fascinated with the community, we have to say. This is a very, very strong chart, especially if you consider, let me just hop back a second. If we consider um, where we did come from, like this was 15th of January, right here, and we did come from, yeah, what has it been? I think it was 150k-ish market cap um, when all of this started. Um, so quite a big run we had so far. A lot of potential, of course, because we are a long-term project providing utility. We are very amazed with the community. We have to say a very big thank you. Of course, we cannot be, yeah, 100% active right now as we used to be in the chat. Um, but still, a big thank you to the community for all the effort you're putting in. Um, for the people not knowing, this is what we have been saying since, yeah, basically day one. The community is actually, yeah, creating the future of the token. Of course, the team has to deliver at some points. For example, with the different listings, with marketing, and all the basics, with utilities and all that stuff. Um, but the real future is created by the community, and so far I have to say I see a very bright future with the community with it built. And yeah, in bank we trust, yeah, definitely. And we trust you guys. Community is simply amazing. I just got pinged to take a quick look. Any news on the press release? No, I will hit up the agency again today. As we said before, there was a issue we did run into with the actual agency releasing the press release. Um, yeah, I think it was due to the small size of the token when we actually, oh, yeah, it was about around the time of the first start, which you see right here, when we wanted to go for the press release. For the people not knowing, we have a press release planned, 600 sources, including Yahoo Finance, including Bloomberg and everything. We're still on it. Um, so far, I think it will hit, but we cannot give an exact date as soon as I have any news on this press release, because believe me or not, the team really, really wants the press release right now, because it just creates a lot of exposure for our token. And additionally, right now, if you look at the chart, we have a bleeding market. So if you take a look at the chart now, we are one of the few tokens which are actually very, very green, um, like very green. We are deeply sitting in the green in a bleeding market. And don't forget, this is what I've been saying all the time. We are actually paired with BNB. So BNB was dragging us with the dips down through this whole process. Um, we did fight the overall bleeding market. We did fight the actual dips of BNB and everything. And we have been able to still create as a community a lot of buy pressure, create a lot of exposure. Of course, since we are playing the exposure game, I will I will go into that later on, after the fundamentals. Since we are playing the exposure game, it might take a little bit longer, um, because we are not creating this instant hype. Yeah. But in the long run, this growth is, yeah, very, very healthy growth. I got pinged again. Clear, thanks. I'm sure you'll keep us posted. Yeah, definitely, definitely. We want this press release. Yeah, best time would be now, and that's why we are, yeah, constantly checking in with the agency themselves. Let's see what they will tell us later on. Maybe I can give a little update regarding this press release. Um, yeah. Otherwise, I would say, because I see, yeah, some new names also, some unfamiliar names. I would start as usual with the actual fundamentals of our token, um, because as an investor, which all of you are, or maybe also future investors, I would always advise you in any investment you're doing, please do your research, do your own research. Don't just blindly trust a promoter or blindly trust a YouTube video. I can assure you, most promoters are simply paid. There are only a few which do really give out very valuable content, and they are very rare in the market. Nothing wrong with getting paid as a promoter, of course. They have to pay their bills, they have to eat, they have families to feed. Yeah, nothing wrong about it. But sometimes, with all the paid promotions, you might promote something which isn't that good if you take a deep look into it. So I would advise you, please always do your own research. Especially if you're looking for an investment in us, get to know the team, um, learn things about our token, about our utility, and yeah, just join the community overall. You can just watch us, make up your own opinion, and yeah, this is what we have the daily AMAs for. Yeah, basically for this, and for the people which are new, we are sometimes taking 2 AMAs a day, maybe looking into 3 AMAs a day if we have the time, to do so. We would love it. I love, yeah, having an AMA with the community. Um, but 2 AMAs are most likely happening at the moment at the weekend, because we still have our daytime jobs, and we want to have, yeah, we want to create a chance for every investor, in every time zone, to attend an AMA. If you are not able to attend it, you can just watch the recording. We are uploading, I think, yeah, every AMA, to YouTube. It might take some time for us to edit the video and to render it and everything, but in the end, everything will be on YouTube and available all the time. So, For our token, in a nutshell, a quick overview. I will always start with the whole tax thing because I already also today saw again some questions in the chat about regarding the tax. People yeah, asking why is the tax so high. Um, it's pretty simple to explain. So first of all, we do have a flat tax. So we do have the same buy tax and the same sell tax, 15% each overall. We do need the tax, otherwise we couldn't yeah, maintain a reflection token. It would just be not possible to pay out reflections in BUSD. So the first part of the tax, the actual tax, and the biggest part also are the 8% which are getting reflected in BUSD. BUSD is a stable token. The only thing you need to do to actually receive your reflections is to simply hold banks in your wallet, and over the time you will receive a BUSD automatically in your wallet. You do not have to actively claim it. It might take some time after the contract sell to actually distribute the BUSD, but you will always automatically receive them in your wallet. So this is the biggest part of the tax. 8% on buys, 8% on sells are getting redistributed to all the holders. So for this, of course, the more volume we are able to create, the more BUSD we will pay out over the time. 4% of the tax are allocated into marketing / the fund wallet. I will go into the fund later on. This is our main utility. 2% are used for manual buyback and burns. Recently we did use the buyback wallet, so the community wanted us to use it. So we had polls going on for this actually. We did use it to, yeah, kind of kickstart the fund off. We will have another poll later on. And these are manual buyback and burns. Nothing automated, nothing with a automated burn implemented or something else. So we have the full control over it. We won't announce any buybacks in the future, of course. We want to avoid swing traders with it. And otherwise, yeah, right now we have more impact using it for the main utility than if we would use it for a actual buyback. Yeah, this wouldn't have that much impact for the future of the token. We do have 1% automatically added into liquidity. This is a rather important part, especially for a token which was launched as a very low capped pre-sale. So we had a 70 BNB hard cap pre-sale on pink sale, which did lead to a market cap of around 80,000. Yeah, this 80k-ish market cap. Right now we are sitting, I believe we are sitting on 2.8 million, something around this market cap. So yeah, quite a runner we did so far. This 1% liquidity, as I said before, very important to build up the liquidity over the time. You always need to find the right balance between, or in the liquidity itself. If the liquidity is too high, it is very hard to create movement in the chart. If the liquidity is too low, yeah, bigger buys or bigger sells are affecting the chart too much with a very low liquidity. That's why if you're, yeah, investing in a very low cap token, let's say for example around 50k, 100k, 150k, if there appears a bigger buy or a bigger sell, you will always see this very big green candle or very big red candle. This is what the actual liquidity is there for. This for the whole tax part. As said before, flat tax. We couldn't maintain 8% BUSD reflections, sorry, BUSD reflections without the tax. So we do need the tax, otherwise we couldn't reward all of our holders with passive income. And we do actually need the tax, of course, for the fund, for the actual main utility, for the marketing and everything else. So yes, we are aware 15% is pretty high, but considering 8% of the 15% are used for BUSD rewards, it is totally fine for actual long-term holders. For our token, the main idea we had with BankersDream is to actually create a passive income generator. We want to create big incentives to actually hold the token, especially in the future. I will go into detail with this later on with our main utility. And yeah, the main goal is to create passive income for the holders. Um, of course, the first step is to implement rewards in one form or the other. Yeah, there are a lot of different reward tokens out there. Um, we decided to go for BUSD rewards because people, yeah, are quite free to use it on anything they want, and especially you do not have to worry about the BUSD itself. It doesn't matter if the market crashes or not, and you are on vacation and cannot check your wallet or something like this. Um, you're pretty free to just accumulate it. There is no real danger to holding BUSD itself. That's why we chose BUSD rewards. The main problem as a reward token um, is with the actual trading volume. If you are not able to sustain, or let's say rather create and then sustain bigger trading volumes, there won't be that much BUSD rewards for the holders. Of course, there always might be low trading days, or maybe also low trading weeks. Yeah, if the market is right after a dip in its floor finding process and just in a sideways movement, there is most likely not a lot of trading volume going on in tokens or coins itself. So we did with the community together. We wanted to find a way to actually create a form, a stream of passive income which is totally independent of the trade volume and also of our token itself. Yeah, we need to have a utility which is granting us passive income. Either way, yeah, it doesn't matter if our token is going on a total roller coaster ride. It doesn't matter if we do have, like, for example, worst case, zero trading volume. We need a utility which is constantly providing the holders passive income. This is why we created the community fund, the Bankers Whale Fund, and I will hop into detail with this quite soon. We want to create a whole ecosystem only focused on the passive income creation. Um, there's a lot of work behind this with the fund itself. Of course, we do need a lot of money in the fund itself to create a decent amount of passive income for our holders. This is a very this is a process which gets better with every step we take in this process taken. Um, for example, also with the ecosystem, there are some ideas which you see on our actual roadmap. Of course, things might change out if we find a lot very unique way and a better way to create an additional incentive for the people to hold and grant another source of passive income. But this is, of course, taking time. We are right now, I think, like around 40 days old. It is right now. We are still very, very young. There's a lot of potential in the future. And as you can see on the chart itself, um, we do have a very, very strong community. Um, I will go into this again later. Just right now hop into our fund itself. So the Bankers Whale Fund, the strategy itself is pretty straightforward. We do have the marketing wallet, which is receiving tax from the trade volume. Part of the tax is used for fund investments. So we as a team, for the people which are new here, we are a very unique team in the crypto space. So we are two actual trained bankers working as financial advisors. We do have an insurance agent and we do have a software developer on the team. We are all based in Germany. You might hear it in the accent. But yeah, we are all based in Germany. And yeah, it's a very unique team in the crypto space. But as actual people which do know one thing or the other about the financial world, um, yeah, we are very qualified to actually create a fund which has a certain goal for the holders. Um, the main strategy is that we as a team, we are taking a look at a lot of different projects. We are vetting the projects, we are, yeah, scanning the team, scanning the project itself, scanning the potential for the future. And in the fund itself, we actually do only want to have long-term projects. We do not want to actively trade the fund. The main goal is to invest, to dollar cost average into our investment. So we won't chuck a very big amount of money at once into a project. We would always look for certain entry points and stuff like this. Um, which is, by the way, if you are looking to invest in a very serious way in the crypto space, I would always advise you to dollar cost average your investments into the project you have chosen. Yeah, it's the safest way. It's a very classic way in the financial world to build up your long-term investments, but it's definitely one of the best ways. Of course, you can get lucky if you, yeah, actually invest a big amount of money at the actual dip in a project and then it just runs up straight away. But there's also always a very big risk lying behind this one. Once the investments are vetted, and then we will create a poll. In the future, we will have a voting protocol for it, so only banks holders. It's like you could explain it as a mini DAO. Only our holders are able to vote for the different investments, and only, of course, the more banks you are holding, the more voting power you will have as a as an actual holder. It's the same system lying behind shares and real companies. And yes, in the end, the community is choosing the actual investment itself. So it might be we have project A, B, C, and whichever project is receiving the most votes, it will be added into our fund. And then we will start to, yeah, build a decent wallet size. This is always the goal, to build over the time a decent wallet size. And of course, the main goal is that's why we do not consider ourselves as competition for any other projects in the DeFi space or in the whole crypto space. We do want the whole space to stay healthy, especially our investments, because if we do have healthy investments, if we do have investments which are growing and which are performing nice over the time, we as a community are getting our rewards from the fund with the good running investments. So this is always the main goal. That's also why we do not consider ourselves, yeah, competing um, with any other project or something like this. Um, the future of finance is, this is like basically my own opinion right now. The future of finance, DeFi could have a very big impact on the future of finance. So it is right now a great time to position yourself in the DeFi space, to get into decent projects, to build up your wallets, and then, yeah, just participate in the long-term run from the whole DeFi space, because crypto is getting adapted more and more every day. If you heard it before with Walmart actually looking for its entry in the crypto space, this is when you know that crypto is getting adopted more and more, when the very big players are looking for their entries in the crypto space. But now back to the actual fund. Um, the yield generated by the fund will be in portions be distributed to our holders. I will go over this in detail also later. Um, Now a very important part is the distribution of the assets themselves, which is right now pretty straightforward. Of course, this pie chart is only for our, yeah, early distribution in the fund, because we are already building the fund up. We are already investing a lot of money into the fund over the time, because we want this utility to roll out as, or better to get working as soon as possible, just to generate more sources of income for our holders. 10% are used for ICOs. Only 10% because ICOs are, yeah, considered very risky. Yeah, it doesn't matter from the vetting process side. You never know from the project itself. It could be a great team with a great project, which might still fail. Yeah, this happens in the crypto space. Nothing bad about this at all. Um, but still, ICOs, even if we consider it as a safe investment, still have a lot of risk. Because they are a ICO, yeah. But also additionally, they have the most upwards potential. Yeah, it is the easiest way to obtain big wallets in, yeah, maybe big projects in the future. That's of course why we are also looking into ICOs. 20% are used for staking. It could be Matic staking, yeah, if we want to get on the very big tokens, but it also could be some smaller projects or even ICOs which we will be staking then. Always, yeah, depends on the project itself. 30% of the overall fund are used for other reward tokens. This could be, yeah, any reward basically. It doesn't really matter from the reward side. There's always the thing that we want to have a long-term investment in the project. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to just invest into the next, I don't know, BNB reward token, which is actually giving zero utility. And yeah, so basically, this is also part of the vetting process. We want projects which provide actual utility, which could sustain long term in the whole DeFi space. Of course, you never know. That's why, but that's also the reason why we are spreading the investments out um, in our fund. 40% right here are used as cash. Cash is just a very traditional financial term. This is more meant as a reserve, especially in the early stage. Of course, we want to invest most of the money which is in the fund just to create a active investment, a you would say smart money. Yeah, you want your money to generate more money. This is then smart money. If it's just sitting around and doing nothing, yeah, you could leave it in your bank account. Yeah, wouldn't really matter then. Um, we do need a reserve in some form, especially for times like this in yeah, very volatile markets, um, or some people would say in a very bearish market right now, or better bearish market situation we are sitting on right now. We do want a reserve just to be able to dollar cost average into our existing investments, to build up decent wallet sizes there, and also to be able to jump on, yeah, different new projects or new investments, new additions to the fund. Of course, this takes some time because it takes a lot of time to actually vet the projects. If it's not a actual very big project and well-known project, of course, we do a lot of, yeah, let's say background checking with the team. So we are trying to reach out to the teams, talking to the teams, and yeah, just getting some more info about the team itself, the investment itself, just seeing how it operates. We are watching the projects um, over a yeah, certain period of time, just to see how things are working out there. This will change in the future, this whole distribution part. Of course, in the future, we want to have, like, let's say, around 90 to 95% of the overall fund invested and actually generating passive income for the holders. I will go over our existing investments right now in a second. I will just right now jump into the actual yield distribution because this is the part in which it gets very interesting for our holders. We will have of the actual yield created by the fund. We will have 75% in the future distributed to our holders. Same logic applied as for the BUSD rewards. There is no minimum wallet size you need to have to participate in the fund. But of course, the bigger your wallet is, the more of the actual yield of the fund you will be receiving in the future. 25% are used for marketing slash charity. Marketing does also include compounding into the fund itself. So if we do not need any additional marketing funds, we would always use this money just to dollar cost average even more into the investments we have going on. Yeah, and just to compound the fund and grow it even bigger day by day. For the charity, of course, once this project runs well, we want to provide a way to actually donate to different charities. We do not want to have a charity tax. Um, Nothing bad about a charity tax, don't get me wrong right here. There are a lot of very good charity tokens out there. But we do not want to take active money out of the project, because a charity tax would always mean that we are collecting our tokens in this charity wallet, and we would always need to actually sell the tokens, yeah, and kind of dump it in the chart itself to be able to donate to charity. This will create a much more sustainable way to donate to charity, especially if you look at it in the long-term process. Um, this is for the whole distribution part. Now, why is this utility this good? What actually makes it so unique? You have to understand, do not, point one, do not underestimate the amount of money generated by tax, which we are able to actually invest into the fund. Do not underestimate this amount, even at our, yeah, I would still say low market cap at the moment. Do not underestimate the money which is getting into the fund. And do not underestimate the whole compounding process if big numbers of money are involved in such a fund. Um, Keep in mind, this will be worked on every single day. So every single day, we will try to dollar cost average at good timings into our existing investments, and we will additionally, yeah, grow it bigger and bigger every single day. Now, the big part about such a main utility is it is actually not of interest for this utility in what way our actual token is performing. Yeah, it could go on a complete roller coaster ride. It could go in a consolidating process and in a sideways movement and dropping in the overall volume. This doesn't matter for this form of passive income. Yeah, once this thing starts to generate passive income, we will be able to distribute passive income in a very consistent way. Um, this is the main goal behind this. Yeah, we want to create a form in which it doesn't matter what our actual token is doing. It should be completely independent of our token. That's also, I mean, nice to have the BUSD rewards. We are aware there is a lot of money generated by the BUSD rewards right now, but still, we want to be sustainable in the future. Yeah, because there might be a certain point in time in which you hit a certain cap in the market cap right now, and you're always, yeah, jumping into the resistance and just bouncing back off it. There might come this time, yeah, especially in the future once you have grown to a certain size. This time might come. And in these times, there is the possibility that not a lot of volume is generated, of trade volume, because the existing holders just hold, and yeah, new holders take some time because they see consolidating at the moment. Yeah, not quite interesting right now for me. I will just, yeah, maybe look out for another project and keep my eye on this one. With this, we are able to still sustain the passive income. Yeah, do not forget this fund is being worked on every single day. So with every With every dollar which goes into the fund, a certain percentage of passive income will be generated additionally for our holders. So this is the main idea behind all of this. Yeah, create a sustainable source of income, um, which is long-term friendly. Yeah, very long-term friendly. Um, Give the people time, build up their wallets, participate in the passive income, participate, yeah, for now in the BUSD rewards. In the future, you're able then to participate in our actual fund yield. So this is the main idea. The main idea behind the token, the main utility driving us to, yeah, to get this project to a big success. And it might change the the way people are looking at passive income. Yeah, it might change the actual way, because we are aware there are a lot of reward tokens out there, but people are noticing that there is one problem, and this is the actual trade volume. Yeah. Of course, when there is hype generated with the token and a lot of, yeah, volatility created in the chart itself, it is chucking out huge amounts of rewards. But there will be the point in which the chart has found its floor. Yeah, the hype is slowly taking off, and the volatility is going away from this token. And then there is the time in which you will, yeah, kind of see that it is not a very sustainable way long term. Just interrupting because I see a question in the chat. How transparent will your investment fund be? Will you show holders what fund is invested in? How many tokens? Well, yes, of course, of course. We did already share multiple times the actual fund wallet in our chat. We are right now working on a display of the fund. I'm aware I did receive the question before from someone else, that I should answer it and then pin the question in the actual chat. Um, as background info, we wanted to use coin stats. This coin stats gives you the ability to display a certain wallet, for example, on our website. And this is with a live ticker, so it is checking the actual price, the amount of tokens which are being held, and everything. There's just one problem. I did talk to the Moonrock team as well, because they have been using this CoinStats solution for the actual fund display. There's just one problem with it. It will automatically display um, every token which is held in the wallet itself. You can manually remove tokens for the display, but of course you have to do it manually. Now there is a problem, especially for the future, once we reach a certain certain size. Some people might, yeah, take the actual fund investments and might just try to, for example, copy the investments themselves. Now imagine some, yeah, scammer is just sending a scam token into the fund, and we do not notice it for a certain period of time. And then someone is copying the actual fund investment, is maybe buying into a scam token, and so on. It could create big problems for some people. This is what we want to avoid. So this is also the reason why we are currently working on our own display method. It takes some time, yeah, to develop this, because people have been asking for the actual fund display now for, I think, 2 days. Um, it takes some time to develop such things. You can be sure we will deliver it. This you can be sure of. For example, people from the community did ask for a progress bar until the next contract sell for the BUSD rewards. This was, yeah, quite simple for our dev. He was able to implement it pretty fast in our website, and it is working perfectly. We have been monitoring it. It is working perfectly with this. The percentages shown are very, very accurate. Um, so yes, but it takes some time to actually display the fund. But I think Brandon it was. Yes, Brandon, I can drop the actual fund wallet later also for you in the chat. You can just take a look. Just be aware, you will not be able to see any staked tokens for this moment. Chris, will the whale fund kick in? Ui, no, my chat was jumping around. Will the whale fund kick in at a certain low volume, or will it pay out consistently atop the regular rewards? Are you guys planning on a payout scale based on tokens held with regards to the whale fund? The whale fund will not kick in at a certain volume. The whale fund, the goal with the whale fund is to actually create a sustainable and yeah, how do you call it in English? A sustainable source of income. So we want to provide this on top of the actual BUSD rewards, yeah, on top of the in the future whole ecosystem rewards. This fund will not stop to pay out yield only because we did hit, let's say, for example, 1 million volume daily. No, it will still constantly pay out the yield on top. Just be aware for at the moment because we are still building the fund. Yeah, you just have to stick with us at this point because to create a fund with such a goal, you need a lot of money. Yeah, that's why a lot of money currently is step by step flowing into the fund. But once we are able to roll it, yeah, get it rolling, it could be a pure passive income generator machine. Yeah, especially in the crypto space with its unique abilities to create passive income, as for example, yield farming, with the whole staking, with the reward tokens. Yeah, there are endless possibilities, and do not underestimate the power of such a community fund. Um, because I would say most of the people, unless they are lucky in ICOs, most of the people are not able to create or better to build a very big wallet size in bigger projects. Yeah, let's say for example in a project which is, let's say, 100 million market cap big. It is very hard for the normal person to get their hands on a decent wallet size to actually create a decent amount of income. Um, the fund has other abilities to do so because of the money flowing in from our token. There are, yeah, completely different abilities to actually obtain big wallet sizes. And of course, with the whole, um, with the sole reason to hold them long term. That's why we are very picky with the investments at the moment. Um, yeah, this for the fund. I just take a quick look. If there are any questions, just raise your hand. If you do not want to speak, just drop your question in the chat. I will answer it there. Um, Otherwise, I would just make 2 steps back to the actually distribution. Wait, Lazuli, to rows, tags, yes. Yeah, we should definitely add this to rows, Lazuli. I will do this later, after the IMA. Thank you for pointing this out. Yeah, we do need a very active rows for the, yeah, very basic questions. All right. For our ongoing investments, as I said, I will just drop the actual fund wallet later on again after the AMA. As we said before, no problem about this. This is the community fund. You will always have full access to the actual fund. Just be aware it is hard to display tokens which are being staked currently, because of course you have to give them away into this whole staking process. The first edition we did do for the fund, just to yeah, give it away to additionally compound, is we did wave on a team vesting. So our team vesting, still parts of it are locked, but we as a team, we decided to wave on a team vesting and just to pay it into the fund to give it a certain foundation. This team vesting was 5 trillion big, so 5 trillion banks are sitting in the fund. and there is no intention to ever sell this team vesting, which is in the fund. It will just be sitting there and generating BUSD on top. Of course, the intention is not to hold a bigger amount of banks in the fund itself. It was just a way to yeah, kickstart and to help in the whole compounding process. Um, because we do want the fund to be independent of our token. So it would be counterproductive to obtain very big wallet sizes in the fund, because then we would make it dependent on our token itself again. Yeah, this is not the intention behind the fund. We want a independent way of generating passive income. This is just was a thing we did as a team, just to additionally say thank you to the community which we obtained at this point, and yeah, just to give the fund a way to um, yeah, kickstart itself off, especially with our token slowly taking off. The actual first investment we did, I think the people which have been here longer know this already. For some people, it might be new. It was Moonrock. The community voted on Moonrock, so we did take a deep look at Moonrock. I was watching Moonrock since the very early stage, so even before the pre-sale, I was aware of Moonrock, and then with the pre-sale taking place itself, I've been just constantly watching it and yeah, getting to know the actual team. And I have to say it is a very smart team. Also with financial background, some other goals in the in the overall process of Moonrock. They have different goals than we have, but a very good investment for the people not knowing Moonrock itself. Um, it is very nice because we have been able, or we are able in the future, to get our hands on two investments with one actual investment. So if you are part of the top 500 holders of Moonrock, you are qualified. So this is a yeah, limited thing they are doing right now. They are sending out to every single top 500 holder 2000 Moonrock additionally. Um, in addition, they are launching a stealth launch with the next addition to their ecosystem. And this for this stealth launch, the top 500 holders will receive a yeah, one-to-one token amount airdropped additionally to them. This this part is being vested, so you have to maintain your top 500 holder position there. But this is why Moonrock was a very decent first investment. It was a very early project. I think if I remember right, the first actual investment we made was when they have been at around 12 million market cap. And then we just proceeded to dollar cost average smaller amounts in, because at this time we haven't, yeah, we didn't have a lot of trade volume going on, so we have been very limited with the funds. We have had to be very careful with the funds themselves. But yeah, um, still building on the wallet size, having a specific goal for this Moonrock wallet, and overall a very yeah, a investment with a lot of potential for the future. They have been um, jumping up to, I think the biggest, that the high was a little bit above 50 million market cap. Then they have been a little bit unlucky. The correction was taking place, the actual correction from this big pump they had, and then the market crashed additionally on top of them. Now they are sitting, I think the last time I checked right before the AMA, it was around 27 million market cap. Still a very good floor they found so far, and a very decent first investment to dollar cost average in for the fund. A lot of potential laying in there with Moonrock itself. Second and third investment have been for one EarnHub. EarnHub, for the people not knowing, they do have a AnyFlag contract, so you can actually choose the token you want to get the reflections in. For this moment, we did choose the EarnHub reflection, so we are reflecting the token itself just to compound it. In this whole process, we are still dollar cost averaging into it, and parts of the EarnHub tokens are staked also. The third investment was so far Evergrow coin, also a very, very big one, but still at some point, because there's a lot of trust in Evergrow coin and with their utilities, with the upcoming utilities they are rolling out earlier this year, a very, yeah, very interesting investment. Of course, from the team side, I would consider it 100% safe. Um, and yes, also from the long-term perspective, I think Evergrow Coin will be taking a very big role in the future, the whole DeFi part. But still, at some point, because Moonrock, I'm saying, Evergrow Coin was already sitting or is sitting on a very, very high market cap. At some point, you need to start the wallet building. Yeah, you need to start to dollar cost average into it consistently to reach a decent wallet size over time. So this is, of course, all of these positions we mentioned so far are all buy and add positions, we call them. So we are buying a certain amount from the start, not huge amounts right now, of course, but then we are still proceeding to dollar cost average into them to consistently build up the investments themselves. The last investment is a actual ICO. It is called Moon. From the team side, we do consider it also 100% safe. Nothing to worry about. The actual marketing team, which is a yeah, actual team part in Moon. The marketing agency was involved in Moonrock earlier on. They are working with us right now with all the different things, as for example CMC, CG, press release, and all that stuff. They do have a lot of expertise. They do have a lot of knowledge, and they wouldn't work with Moon if the team wasn't safe, 100% safe. Yeah, they wouldn't do it in any way. So from the team side, very safe, this ICO. They had a contract issue right after launch, which is why they are relaunching. So for the people, maybe the people which just joined the whole crypto space, it is not bad to have a contract issue. Yeah, these things happen, these things occur with a dev team. It wasn't actually their fault. Doesn't matter now from of the reason itself. But a contract issue isn't that bad if the team is handling it right, and you are sure that they are launching definitely right after it. We got the info before that the launch will be tomorrow. We do not know the exact time, but they are now ready for the overall launch. They have a staking utility ready from the start, so you are able to either flexible stake your tokens to lock them up for either 60 or 90 days. Since the fund is looking for a long-term investment, we will most likely spread them around the 60 and the 90 days, the biggest chunk, and some parts in the flexible staking from the start. A lot of potential also in this called Moon token. A very good team. The staking utility ready with launch, and a very, very good and experienced team behind the token itself, which I consider as 100% safe, because also the marketing agency is completely full doxed. Yes, so this for the ongoing investments. We will have a poll, as we had before, for the actual buyback and burn funds, because right now we as a team Um, we are saying that the buyback and fern funds are better off in our main utility, just to help build things up in our main utility, and they wouldn't have that big of effect right now if we would just buy back and burn tokens. But we always leave this as a community decision, so expect a vote going out for the actual buyback and burn funds um, later on. So this for our actual investments, since we cannot display them at the moment. You can take a look later on when I drop the fund wallet. Just take a look yourself for the ongoing investments. Of course, you will not see some parts of EarnHub, and you will not see some the Moon token itself, because it is launching with its V2 version. Um, yes, this so far for the ongoing investments. We are vetting some very interesting projects right now. Let's see, maybe we will, yeah, just add a new position to the fund. But of course, as always, once everything is vetted, we will always leave the ultimate decision to the community itself. Um, oh, 9.2 BNB. Welcome to the family. And also for all the other buys which dripped in, welcome to the family as well. Um, nice buy there. We are slowly creeping to 3 million market cap. Yeah, slowly but surely. Um, for the future investors, um, just get to know us, get to know us as a team. We are very transparent. We already received some feedback. We shouldn't call us transparent if we are not full doxed. Yes, we are simply not able to full dox at the moment. We are actually working in daytime jobs in the financial sector in Germany. It could lead to problems. Yeah, having this kind of crypto project and a finance job once we are able to yeah, sustain our normal life, because be aware we all have family, we all have um, rent to pay, we need to eat with our family. So at some point we need, of course, if we are able to quit, at least 1 to 2 will quit early on, and then the rest might follow later. But once we are able to quit our daytime jobs, of course, we will full dox. We do not have any problem with doxing. We did it already privately to some people. Nothing bad about it at all, but we cannot do it publicly at the moment just because of our actual jobs in finance. Um, okay. Does anyone has any questions right now? Just raise your hand or ping me in the chat. Or ping me again if I missed a question. Ah, Jesus, I did miss. Ah, no, no, everything good. Okay, I'll just keep a constant look at the chat. Um, Additionally, for the new people, just a quick look at our token, a quick overview. About to hit sixes, are we? Oh, yes, we are about to hit the sixes. Keep in mind, listed on CoinGecko earlier today, and CMC application is also out. Just from the raw numbers, I can't see any way holding us or anything holding us back for the actual CMC application. But let's see. Yeah, you never know. We will know for sure once we are listed or once we get the denial. Just a quick overview of our token so far, the process we did take so far. We did start as a 70 BNB hard cap pre-sale on Pink Sale. A pretty low cap pre-sale. We are aware of that, but yeah, we wanted to create just a little bit more awareness with a smaller pre-sale, because we didn't have the actual funds to roll out a very big marketing campaign, and we weren't ready to do a very big private sale. because yeah, we just don't like the idea of very, very big private sales itself. Of course, it helps a lot. We are aware of this. We did start. Oh, we did start with a market cap of around 80K. It was at this time. The all-time high right here you saw here right after, with all the launch hype and everything going on, it was around 4 to 450,000. Um, then we went into, of course, once the launch hype is over, you always go into a process of floor finding. Um, you will see this process of floor finding. Of course, there are some lows, there are some highs, or higher points. Let's keep it this way. In this whole, I would say sideways movement process. Um, but nothing very very big going on right here. It is actually, or has been proven to be very very good to that we had it this way. We did shake out a lot of pre-sailors, also some private sellers we sadly lost on this journey, because just we have been in a sideways movement, stuck in a sideways movement here. Actually, right now it is very good for us because the people which didn't get, or um, let's keep it this way, the people which we haven't been able to educate about the idea of the token, they sold off. They sold off. Some people did sold off, sell off over time. Some people were just, let's keep it with fed up with the whole sideways movement we had right here. Um, but one thing we did in this whole sideways movement was working on constant exposure. We had just a little insight. We had Poocoin ads running, we had CoinMooner ads running, we had traffic directed to our website. Of course, all the things you are basically using to create exposure early on. We have been using um, on this whole sideways movement. We haven't been able to create good traction or very good buy pressure. It is also, of course, a lot of people with the whole exposure process. It takes more time, because we didn't want to use any very big, yeah, pump and dump influencers or something like this, because we would love to use influencers, but we would stick to the whole AMA session because we think we do have a token, we do have a utility, and also a team behind it, which needs some sort of explanation. People need a explanation to exactly get the intentions behind the token. So we would rather not go for a promo and anything like this. Of course, you can use them in the future, but we would rather, instead of going for a let's say plain promotion on a call channel or something like this, we would rather take an AMA with them, try to educate people about our token and about the utility itself. Um, Takes a lot of time, but we did choose to go this organic growth way, and so far we have been very successful with it, especially with this community. Um, at this point, um, a lot of community effort, I have to tell right here. Let's keep it this way, better to see. A lot of community effort that start right here. So there have been a lot of Reddit posts. The community started to really activate. For the people which are new, Dale, which has the tag as Dale Leader, he actually joined. With him, there joined some other people. For example, Moneybin, you will see around here, Ryan, Harry, and all these people. And they started to ignite our whole community, our whole, I do call them diamond holders right here, because I'm aware they won't sell. They are fully into the idea itself. But they ignited our existing community and they went crazy on Reddit, on Twitter, retweeting, liking, and all that stuff. It did really pay off in this thing here. So this, what you see here, which seems pretty, yeah, small from the thing we have here. This is our actual community pumping the token up. I think it was around 200 to 250%. We did increase there. Of course, with all the exposure created so far, um, it was paying off at this time. What you could also see here, just it's hard with the token going up so high on the chart. Maybe hard to see for you. We did find a all-time high right here. We did go into a correction process, which, yeah, keep it in mind, it is very healthy to have a correction process. You can not always just shoot up vertical direction. Of course, this is great, um, but at some point you will always have a correction process, and then there begins this flaw finding process. Um, this thing right here, this bigger candle, this bigger red candle, was a sell, yeah, a bigger sell triggering the contract to sell. So yeah, the existing people did use this as an entry point. Then again, sideways movement. Again here, this dip down there was again a contract sell, but we found a higher low after the last contract sell. Then again, a correction process, a sideways movement. And again here, the contract sell, which is, yeah, important about this part right here, was we had a, yeah, bleeding market already. We have been sitting right after a pump. Then there did come the bleeding market. So very rough conditions to even sustain a sideways movement sometimes, because due to our BNB pairing, of course, with the pairing in BNB, it automatically drags us down once BNB is dipping in its value. Um, so this a big achievement from the community itself. Then this thing here started, which we kept until today. So I have to say, I think it was, where have it been? Today's the 25th. Yeah, so right here we listed somewhere here on CMC, I'm saying CoinGecko, right here, somewhere here. And all this thing, again, created through a lot of exposure and a lot of community effort additionally. And this is what we have been aiming for. We wanted to grow a healthy community, a community which is fully into the idea, which is looking forward to our actual whale fund to get big and to be able to distribute passive income. And this is why this is a unique approach. Yeah, we didn't use any call out from this point up to this. We didn't use any promo channel, unless for our Turkish community, we did have three smaller Twitter accounts actually tweeting about us, but we didn't have anything other than right here, the CoinGecko listing. Yeah, right at this point, somewhere here. Um, was a very unique approach, but we would say a, yeah, very healthy way to grow the community, and which is a lot more important, a very healthy foundation for the actual listings later on. Because of course we are aware we could have been using this whole volume created right after the launch and everything. We could just pay the fast track way, which is, by the way, no guarantee to list on CMC or CoinGecko, to simply pay the fast track way. But yeah, we could have just used it right here. In the end, we have been, yeah, we are glad that we didn't go this way, that we did go this, yeah, a lot harder way, but in the end, a lot more rewarding for the community, of course, and also for the whole token itself. A lot healthier to grow this way. Now we're sitting at a over 3 million market cap right now. welcome to the family, new buy, which just dropped in. And yeah, sitting on a very, very strong position. Consider we have a bleeding market. Of course, we are not the only token in the green numbers, but we are one of the few tokens in the green numbers. And the big thing is we have been sustaining these green numbers quite some time right now with a bleeding market, without any big marketing campaign backing us up or something like this, because we chose the way to create constant exposure, to get organic growth going in, and yeah, to try to build a very strong community and a very strong foundation for the listings themselves, because the listings themselves, of course, they create a lot of exposure. And yeah, with a marketing strategy also. Yes, yes, I just saw it. The 3 mil MC, it's just awesome. It's simply awesome. um, but where have I been right now? Yeah, but a very strong foundation we have so far. It's also, yeah, very remarkable from all the community effort. Community is really going crazy with the token right now. And now we are, of course, looking forward to a, yeah, hopefully big press release soon. Big press release around 600 sources, including Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, and yeah, the bigger sources themselves. Um, of course, this again, a strategy to create exposure and just to get a chance, to, yeah, have people joining in the AMAs, or people starting to do some research about our token, about the team, maybe rewatching some AMAs and everything like this. So yes, this is basically the strategy we are going right now. Um, yeah, and of course, CMC listing still pending. As we said before, we did apply. Let's see if we can pin it. We are very, yeah, very positive about it since CoinGecko listed us right today. And yes, this is for the near future to come. Mm, a lot of interesting things are about to come, I would say. Um, yeah, definitely looking forward to to roll it out with the community furthermore. And are there any additional questions right now? Just raise your hand or ping me in the chat. I just see the people. One more should do it. Uh, all right, we didn't quite reach it. Ah, doesn't matter. Um, yeah, a lot of nice things to come in the future, definitely. Oh, wait, I see a question here. Nimrod BC, you can unmute yourself now.
Hello, I had a question about partnershiping. Is there going to be any partnership?
Partnership, do you mean now with our actual investments going on, or what do you mean exactly?
Like with banks, like banks, like USA banks or overseas banks, any type of banks?
Yeah, for the future, of course, we do want to implement, for example, real assets into our Bankers Whale fund. Of course, we cannot do it right now because we want, then there might be a possibility to structure the fund as a actual DAO, and then to be able to sign all the legal papers and everything needed to buy, for example, real estate. As a DAO itself. This is a legal mess because it is very new. But once, yeah, we are maybe able to enable this, of course, we are looking for more partnerships. Just be aware, of course, right now we had a big pump. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong right here. But it might be that it just takes some time to get interesting, especially if we are talking about partnerships with bigger banks. You have to deliver first, and then they will get interested. Yeah, this is always the way it goes. But of course, also due to our connections in the financial sector itself, we are looking into it. Yeah, of course, a lot of yeah, we are showing this a lot of people we know privately. Of course, yeah. Um, so yeah, we need to see where things are taking us. We wouldn't say yeah exclusively no to a partnership. It always depends on how is this partnership structured. Yeah, because we still are in the crypto world. Is this partnership is structured because the bank does actually yeah want to be part? Somehow maybe we could figure out a way, but still the success of the actual token and the passive income are always the main goals for our token. I hope I could question it for you, answer it for you.
Yeah, that was a good answer. So would there be any credit cards before all that stuff, like prepaid cards?
Yeah, we had this suggestion already in yeah one a few AMAs before. We need to check it. We need to find a good way. Yeah, this is some sort of partnership then. If we can get our hands on a attractive partnership, of course. We would love to grant a possibility to yeah hand out credit cards like actual bankers credit cards and give the people a possibility to pay in crypto. Would be nice, of course, but it always depends on how we are able to implement it. Yeah, there are sometimes deals, especially for smaller projects with credit cards, in which you are able to receive a credit card from the project itself. But you will need to, yeah, if you, let's say, for example, pay in $1,000, you will have a fee of 10% on top of it. So to actually have $1,000 available on this credit card, you will need to pay $1,100. And this is just it's a bad deal. I wouldn't see a reason to actually use such a credit card. Yeah. This is, if we get good deals, good partnerships going, of course, we would love to have different things going on, like credit cards or something like this. Yeah, it would fit our project perfectly. Definitely.
Thank you for the answer.
Yes, yes, you're welcome. Just taking a quick scoop. I can't see any raised hands now. Checking the chat again. Okay, I can't see. Dot crypto 2 car 2 C2C. Yes, yes. I'm watching this project already. Um, was already speaking with one of the teams because I had a some questions, but we are watching this project already. Florian wants to speak. Wait a second. Uh, here. Yes, Florian, you can unmute yourself now.
Hi, sorry, I just jumped in late. I have just a quick question. What are these like 2% wallets used for? Are these investors? Because okay, we have a nice pump now, and we should keep them going for the CMC listing later on.
Yes.
So if there, if some of these 2% wallets will dump, the price will go down about 50-60%.
Yes.
So do you have any plans to stabilize the liquidity pool? Because I saw in very different projects, if the liquidity portion is compared to the market cap less than 10%, then it will always be a high slippage.
Yes.
What are the plans to do this?
Definitely, definitely. We want to, of course, work on the liquidity itself over time. For some people, they might be aware of this. We had a max wallet size right after our launch of 8% maximum. We did reduce it, so right now it is around 3%. You can be sure most of these very big wallets we are aware of. But we are constantly talking to the people. Yeah, we are, as we said before, we do want to maintain a healthy relationship. Of course, we are talking to these wallets in addition because we want to avoid, if they want to sell, it's like kind of a mini agreement. Yeah, if they want to sell, it would be nice to just contact us before. But I can assure you, um, most of these wallets have been part of our journey, yeah, since a very early stage or since the pre-sale or something like this. They are into the idea, and most of the actual bigger holders which accumulated these wallets over time, so they didn't just chuck it in instantly, yeah. They also dollar cost average into our project. They did accumulate this wallet sizes over time. They are, yeah, very into this whole passive income thing, especially with the project, yeah, going going well recently. But I do fully understand your concerns. At some point, we will need to add manually to our liquidity. Um, Also be aware with BNB, yeah, dipping down, your liquidity is also dragged down since it is actually in BNB. Once BNB goes up again, of course, our liquidity is also going up again. But definitely, that's why we have this auto add to liquidity. And also, yeah, important reason to just maintain a healthy relationship between the actual team and our investors themselves. I hope I could.
Thank you. Yes, perfect. Yeah.
Yes, yes, don't worry. Um, yes,
I
well,
have one more question.
yes, for sure.
So the 3% for the wallet, like the biggest, like you guys don't do no more than 3%. Is it
Yes.
like once you have 3% you can't buy no more, or do I have to wait like 24 hours?
No, you can't go over a wallet size of 30 trillion maximum right now. This, what you see right here, sitting on the 3%, is actually a team vesting. This right here was a marketing reserve we did lock. Um, it should unlock 1st of February. You do not have to worry about this one. This is reserved for marketing. Um, this is a actual wallet. This is PancakeSwap itself, and yes, then there comes the wallet itself. Once you reach this 3% wallet size, you are not able to obtain any more banks in addition on top in this wallet. Um, this is like a limited thing for the wallet. I hope I...
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes. Any questions, please always ask them. Um, Always feel free. Yes, this for the wallets themselves. Um, is there anything I want to add right now? No. For the yeah, for the new people. Um, our contract is collecting until a certain threshold. So you see right here, we did implement a progress bar. So our contract is collecting tax. Right now it is sitting at roughly 40% collected so far. Once this hits 100%, a sell will trigger the actual contract to sell the tax collected and then to start distributing a BUSD. What you see right here, rewards not claimed. You won't see something popping up right here. If you copy your wallet address in, you won't see something popping up right here if the contract hasn't sold yet. Once the contract has sold, there will be a section rewards not claimed if it isn't distributed already. You are able to connect your wallet to our dashboard, and you are able, if there is something in not claimed, you are able to claim your rewards manually. Um, don't do it unless you really need this BUSD BUSD like right now, because you have to pay the gas fee yourself. It is just simply not worth it. The contract will distribute BUSD to around 4 to 8 holders with every transaction taking place. So yes, sometimes it might take some time, but I don't think we are in such a rush that we need this rewards claimed like instantly. Um, they are then automatically distributed, and I can just take, say for example, yeah, doesn't matter since the blockchain is anonymous. Um, just take this wallet here so you can see how it works. You can just put the wallet address in here, and then you will see this particular wallet did earn a total of roughly $1,500 since it is obtaining our token. And yes, when the contract sells, you will see here, if it is not distributed already, you will see here the part reward not claimed. And you will be able, if you want to connect your wallet to our dashboard and to claim your rewards. But yes, I advise not to do so because it is not needed. It will automatically distribute anyway. Just one thing, be sure to at least this is what I'm doing just to stay safe. I'm not staying connected to any dashboard. I am cutting the connection once I am done with the dashboard. Doesn't matter if PancakeSwap or let's say for example our dashboard. Um, just stay safe. Stay safe, as safe as possible. Let's keep it this way. Oh, before I forget it, because we actually do have people impersonating team members of us, and we already heard of a lot of people. Did you really contact me? We will not contact you first unless we have a ongoing chat already in which you and I can confirm, okay, everything is all right here. Of course, you can direct message us. We will answer there also. It might just take some time. But be aware, we would never ask for any funds. We would never ask for basically anything, your seed phrase or something like this. Just stay safe. Yeah, we will not message you first. And they are actually pretty smart, the scammers. Somehow I think it was the same tag I saw as in AJ's name. Not entirely sure, but yeah, somehow they are really smart. Um, why should we ask for funds? We got banks. Yeah, definitely. There is no reason for us to ask for any funds of you. Yeah. Just please stay safe. And additionally, because we had this happening, um, do not put in your seed phrase anywhere. We had one of the community who, unluckily connected to a desktop version of Trust Wallet. Yeah, there is no such thing. This website was looking very, very professional. And of course, if you add a wallet, you need to, actually put your seed phrase in. Unluckily, this was a scam. He did wipe his wallet. Um, please stay safe from this side also. There is no reason to give anyone your seed phrase at any time. No serious person would ever ask for your seed phrase or something like this. Um, just, just really be safe from this side. But it showed once again how great our community is because the person who got hacked, of course, it really, really sucks to get scammed or hacked or something like this. But yeah, he did lost I don't know the exact amount. I think it was around 100 billion banks. One of our community, did compensate him for his loss. We did also compensate him a little bit for his loss, just because we knew him already a longer time, and it just sucks to get your wallet wiped. Just stay safe in this space, please, people. There is no reason for us to ask about anything. Um, yeah, this is actually from my side. Ah, additionally, because some people are missing these things in our dashboard, we have a actual calculator here. So you could, for example, enter a amount of banks. You could enter like any market cap. You could enter a daily volume and our circulating supply. You could say calculate, and it would give you out reflections. Of course, these reflections depend on your bag size. So if you add it right here, you will receive another output. People use this just um, to calculate a wallet size they want to reach. Very handy sometimes. Yeah, use it. Set a goal, as we said before. Use your chances to dollar cost average. Also in our investment, dollar cost average into our project if you want to invest. Get to know the team, get to know how we work, and just enjoy the community because, yeah, as it is in the chat, we are a very, very strong community. And yeah, just go on the ride with us to create passive income in a lot of different ways. But just stay safe on this way, on this journey. Um, and also our mods just have to incentive, or better to tell it to them again. So mods, if you are listening, do not contact anyone first, please. Keep the people safe. Yeah, very important part, especially in the crypto space and on Telegram especially. Are there any additional questions? Now is the time to talk. Otherwise, you would need to use your chance tomorrow in the next AMA. Okay, I can't see a question so far. Very nice AMA. Very nice performance of our token, of our community. Just let me take a look again. Yeah, we are. It's nice. We are getting one all-time high after the other all-time high. Just amazing to watch this go at some point. Just be aware, of course, there will be at some point, somewhere in the future, a correction going on. Nothing bad about it. You need a correction to stay healthy as a project. Otherwise, let's see if CMC will list us soon. And yeah, if there are any questions, always feel free to drop them in the chat. There are no bad questions. You have to be very rude for us to consider you as foot. Nah, we do not consider a lot of things as foot. Just ask legitimate questions, your concerns and everything, and we will answer them to you. Just taking a look again. If there is any question, can't see it so far. Okay. Why do you? I thought I grew over my BSC coin. Sorry, Tommaso, to drag you back into the BSC space. Yeah, I will then end the video call right now. Tomorrow, around the same time again, we have daily AMAs. At weekends, when I have the time, there will be most likely like 2 or 3 AMAs a day, just to cover different time zones. If you miss a AMA, you can always rewatch it on YouTube because everything is getting recorded right here. Otherwise, big thank you to the future investors attending, to the community pumping our chart more and more, growing in holders. I'm actually looking forward to the next Friday when we go over our numbers and on how much we did increase in our raw numbers. Will be very interesting to see on Friday. Yes, otherwise, have a good day, good evening, good morning, or in whatever time zone you're sitting in, good night, and see you again in the next AMA. Stay safe, please, and unless, bye bye.